Hi everyone, this is David, and in this video I'm going to show you how to prepare an electric or hybrid car with a high voltage system for service. We'll talk about switching off the high voltage, how to make sure it can't switch back on, and how to check the system. Let's get into it. To complete a high voltage disconnection procedure, we're going to need the following things. An electrical hazard warning sign to be fixed to the vehicle. Remember, safety first. A no charging sign, which indicates the traction battery mustn't be charged during operation. We need to place that one near the charging socket. An electrical work area warning, to inform outsiders of the danger in this area, and to make sure no unauthorized personnel is present while we work. This sign needs to be located at each entrance of your work area. A safety padlock, designed to prevent the power from accidentally getting switched back on. A voltage meter, used to measure the voltage of the installation. Gloves for electrical work, to protect you against electric shock. Keep in mind that these must comply with IEC 60903. Insulated tools, to prevent an accidental short circuit between your body and the electrical circuit. And finally, a cover gasket and new screws. In our case, the 3G0998152, so we can reassemble the charging unit cover. Alright, time to move on to step number 1. Secure the car and put a warning sign on the car before switching off the high voltage in the vehicle. When the car is ready, we need to check the VIN or registration number and enter it in our printed high voltage shutdown report. Put the sign saying electrical work zone on the door of your garage or service station. Then another warning sign in a visible position on the vehicle. And at last, no charging sign prohibiting charging near the charging socket. With all the signs placed, start the ignition and check the instrument cluster for messages and lights indicating any kind of failure of the high voltage system. If everything's in order, we can proceed to turn off the high voltage. We start by putting the transmission into park, and then turn the ignition off. Okay, step number 2, the high voltage shutdown. In this model, the high voltage plug is located on the bulkhead. It's easy to find thanks to its distinctive green hosing. Disconnect the plug by pressing the brown locking mechanism and sliding the movable part until the TW plug locking hole appears. To secure the plug, use a padlock to make sure the high voltage can't accidentally switch back on. With the high voltage switched off, you should be able to see a red triangle on the instrument cluster. Check to see if your gloves are suitable for work. They need to meet the required safety standards and be of the right class and current approval. Make sure they're in perfect condition and that they are the right size. Unplug the plug connecting the power module and the charging device. Underneath it is the protective cover. Unscrew the cover of the power module and remove the fuse box cover using the insulated tools. These prevent accidental short-circuiting between your body and the individual HV poles. They're very important to protect you from accidents. When we've removed the fuse box cover using the insulated tools, we can perform a test measurement. Unplug the safety device located on the left side of the power module under the disconnected plug of the charging device. Take a voltage meter and check the measurement of the 12-volt battery to make sure the readings are correct. You can then take the main measurement between the poles of the high voltage system. For the high voltage shutdown procedure to be successful, the measured voltage mustn't exceed 10 volt. Record the results of your measurement on your form. We then measure the voltage between the high voltage poles and the vehicle body and record the results. Again, the values of these measurements should not exceed 10 volt. Finally, we complete the protocol by writing down the vehicle details and information about the person carrying out the shutdown procedure. You attach it to the order, and that's it. Remember, in order to keep the inside of the power module clean, it should be secured by placing the cover back over it. Now, the car is ready for service, and you can proceed with your required maintenance and repairs. On to step number 3. Switching the high voltage back on. Replace the cover gasket and tighten the screws to ensure the tightness of the power module so no water or moisture can get inside. Use a torque of 6 Newton meters for this. Next, insert the plug connecting the power module and the charging device. Then, remove the padlock securing the TW plug and connect the plug. Make sure to unlock the safety lock located in the window of the plug. Finally, switch the ignition 3 times. If you carried out the procedure correctly, the red triangle light on the instrument cluster should be deactivated at this point. Then start the vehicle to see if it works. When it does, you can remove the markings and take it to the road. And that's it. Everything you need to know about restoring high voltage. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck putting it all into practice. See you soon.